Welcome to the continuation of Get Up and Go with Google, Introduction to Google Classroom Part 1. Let's learn how to create assignments for our students. To create an assignment, navigate to the Stream page in your Google Classroom. Then, select the plus icon in the bottom right corner. Note that this gives you options for creating an announcement, creating an assignment, creating a question, and reusing a post. Reusing a post in Google Classroom means that you will reuse an assignment that you have already created in another class. Therefore, if you teach 4 periods of physical science, you only have to create an assignment once, and then you can just reuse that assignment and everything within that assignment and have it transfer to this Google Classroom. For today, we are going to learn how to create an assignment. I'm going to have my students working on a reaction rate lab. The students will have to fill out a data table of their lab results and answer questions about the lab within Google Classroom. Let's see how to make this assignment in Classroom. First, select Create Assignment. Give your assignment a title. I'm going to call mine Reaction Rate Lab. You can also add simple instructions in this section. I'm going to add some instructions about the assignment here. If you have a due date for your assignment, go ahead and enter that date. You can also enter a time if you would like. You can also enter a topic if you'd like, but I'm going to leave that blank. Now you have the same 4 attachment options that we discussed in the previous video. The paperclip for attachments from your computer, the Drive icon for attachments from your Google Drive, the YouTube icon for YouTube videos, and the hyperlink icon to insert a link to a website. I have stored all my attachments in Google Drive, so I will select the Drive icon. First, I want to attach my instructions. The instructions are in a PDF format, so the students cannot type onto them. From my Google Drive, I'll highlight the instructions and click Add. Now, look where it says Students Can View File. If I select the upside-down triangle, it provides me with other options. The first option, Students Can View File, means that each student will be able to view the file but can make no changes to it. The second option, Students Can Edit File, means that all students will be able to make changes to this file. The last option, Make a Copy for Each Student, means that each student will get his or her own copy of this file and can edit it on his or her own. Think of this option as giving each student his or her own worksheet to write on. Each student gets his or her own copy to type on by his or herself. Because the first document that I'm adding is a PDF of instructions, I just want my students to be able to view that document, so I'll select Students Can View File. The second item I want to add to this assignment is my data table for Reaction Rate Lab. This assignment was created as a Google form, so my students will be able to edit it. To add this form to my assignment, I'll select the Drive icon, select Data Table for Reaction Rate Lab, and then select Add. For this file, I do want to select Make a Copy for Each Student because I want each student to fill out this table separately and turn it in for part of the lab grade. Lastly, I want to add the file Questions for Reaction Rate Lab so that my students can answer questions about their experiences with this lab. Watch again as I attach this Google Doc from my Drive. For this assignment, I'm going to choose Make a Copy for Each Student because I also want each student to submit his or her own answers for these questions as part of the lab grade. Now that I'm finished creating the assignment, all I have to do is select Assign. Congratulations, you have now created your first assignment in Google Classroom.